All right. Hey, how's everybody doing? Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm trying to check the sound to make sure that I can be heard. I hate when I record and there's an echo. Give me 1 second. I need to make all this noise. It aggravates me on the ears. Um, so I don't know if you guys are able to hear my voice, but I don't know if you guys can hear any of my voice, but I am definitely sick. Okay. I'm really not feeling that way. I began like trying to eat healthy, and like once I started eating this smoothie or something, I was sick. Or it was more because I took a shower and went out and outside. Um, I'm leaning more towards my immune system is weak, but that's not why I came here. Okay, I already been waiting for 5 minutes, and I appreciate you guys. Um, for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, follow my Instagram. But we're gonna discuss the Real Housewives of Potomac on Royal television. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so you guys can hear me because it is 5 in the morning, or well, 6 now in the morning over here. I've been up since 3:30 or so. I have like a weekly sleep pattern, and I don't wanna mess it up just because I'm asleep, so I decided, well, this will be a great time to bring you guys some content because it's not really that loud outside, and I know how aggravating background noises can be. But anyways, so I wanted to discuss Real Housewives of Potomac and the delusion that Ashley was trying to bring us in this past week's episode. I know I'm late, but like I said, I have not been feeling good. I've had my personal stuff going on, but I hope you guys still watch and enjoy it and give me you guys' feedback. Oh, anywho, let's jump into it. So we jump back into where they left us off with Deborah, who I didn't even know who Deborah was. At first, I think last week I had to really go back and see like who is Deborah because she not really known like that, but we definitely know her as Sesame Street, okay? The puppet from Sesame Street. We definitely know that name. So when we see or hear, we don't see anything. When we hear her approaching Candace saying, "You was talking mess about me. I heard you had a lot to say about me, and I'm standing right here. Do you have something to say in my face?" Now she doesn't specify as to when and where Ashley was making these comments, right? So we're not really sure what she's referring to. Now, what it is said is that she was saying Candace was talking about her while they were there at the event and that she wanted to confront her right then and there. It was like, why would Candace be talking about you at the event? And even if she was talking about you, girl, that's it's giving insecurity. Um, it's giving I want 5 minutes of fame or camera time. It's giving I'm trying to create a storyline for Ashley because guess what? Ashley doesn't have any to us, but the same old, which, she better not come back next year with the same storyline of her and Michael is getting divorced because she not really gonna divorce that nigga. They just have an open marriage, allegedly. I don't know. Don't care. But it's like Ashley creates these toxic environment, which is probably why her relationship is messed up now. I'm trying to keep it clean because I'm sick and I'm kind of impatient right now. When I'm sick, I'm cranky. Sorry. And my lady friend is here. So I apologize for the TMI, but I'm I'm a bit impatient, impulsive, and irritable. So be delicate with me. But let's get back on to Sesame Street, Deborah. Um, what should I say? Sesame Street with Deborah. But anyway, so Candace, I think she's like, I don't talk to the help, or I don't talk, which is like I said, accurate because what else is actually given but dysfunction. She brought Deborah to the her home opening, our housewarming party, and Wendy wasn't comfortable, and Wendy had to tell her then, like, "Hey, I hope you're not bringing this girl around to, you know, stir up mess because I thought me and you were on a good page." And I feel like I understand Ashley saying that Deborah was there for her when she was going through a divorce or while she's going through this divorce with Michael, and that they have this quote unquote type of bond or whatever. But when you know that every time this person comes around, it causes your other group of friends to feel uncomfortable with her being around, I think it will be best to not invite that person so that the event or party, whatever it is, the environment can remain safe. So you could create a safe environment for these group of ladies because what I keep hearing in these reality shows and in these group of people, I'll say that, is that they say, well, my real friends, my other group of friends, as if the people that they hang out with is literally just a job. It's just a paycheck and it comes off like that. And they don't care about what happens to these women on the job. And it's called liability. But who, and I think they should add in their contract, Bravo should add in a contract, Bravo dash Real Housewives franchise contract should add if you are in connection with anything that causes injury to another employee or castmate, you will be also held liable, I would say 10% of whatever outcome happens to Bravo, something. It has to be some type of accountability so that people could be cognitive of what type of quote unquote storyline they're bringing to the audience. Because this situation was very dangerous, it was very reckless and avoidable, right? But let's get deeper into it. So I guess after Candace says, "I don't talk to the help," the girl, excuse me, not the girl, excuse me, I don't want to be disrespectful, she's a woman, but Sesame Street with Deborah, I guess, gets upset that Candace turns her back on her and tells her, like, I don't deal with the help." She throws a drink at Candace, which Candace doesn't even remember or brings up in her confessions, right? Candace was like, I don't even know what happened. I just turned my back on her." And so I guess the person looking on the outside in on the situation was Katrina? I don't wanna say Katrina, it's not Katrina, I wanna say Karatina. I'm not sure her name, but we'll just call her K, right? Like everybody was doing that did not know how to say her name. They was like, "How's K?" But, uh, and I'm really trying to think because I saw the spelling, but I can't pronounce it. Uh, so I guess Kay saw the girl throw the drink on Candace, and I think she either pushed her back or something, you know, um, and Kay, Sesame Street with Deborah basically began punching on, Kay, or no, what they said was Sesame Street with Deborah threw a glass excuse me, a glass at, Kay, and I wasn't sure if they were saying, like, a broken glass, and then I'm like, "Where did the broken glass come from?" Um, and then they said, upon, the physical altercation between Kay and Deborah, that Candace picked up a bottle and tried to knock the holy Jesus not the holy Jesus, the holy devil out of Sesame Street with, Deborah and, what's her name? I always forget her name. Uh, Sheree. No, not Sheree. Charisse, mixing up franchise, but, Charisse grabbed Candace and pulled her back, and in that situation, she ended up getting injured. I said, "A good old check for Charisse, okay? Checks on top of checks, because 'cause I'm like, "It better be a closed settlement," but she was injured on the job, okay? I'm just wondering, do they tell me in the comments, when people are injured or in these situations where bodily injury happens, um, does is Bravo liable for anything that happens, or do they just have to take the risk? Is it at will, at your own risk? Because if it's at your own risk, I wouldn't do it. It's not worth it to me because let's say going on these trips, you get kidnapped, and I get they have great security or, tourist guides and all that stuff, but you don't never know what happens. Like, Kenya Moore on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she slipped and fell in front of the hotel venue, and and, she could have really been injured. I know she was reckless in her, attire, but it was still like, if things like that happens, can they be compensated? So could y'all answer that for me if you know for sure? Or what is your opinion? I would like to hear your opinion. Do you think that the women should be, compensated, or you think that it should be at their own risk? Anyways, moving on. So, they break up the fight. Kay goes to the bathroom and, tries to clean herself up, but Sesame Street with Deborah is just walking around freely, talking mess. Talking about, "You ain't gonna sit up there and put your hands on me, I wasn't gonna do nothing," or talking about me and think I was something like that. And I'm like, "Why is she walking around freely? Why didn't she get picked up and placed outside and her bags thrown at her at the door?" Okay? She assaulted someone excuse me, she battered someone and put their life in danger. Like, you could cut someone's, artery, you know? Uh, I'm not a medical, I'm not in the medical professions, okay? So I don't know what it's called, but, I forgot what kind of artery it is, but, you could definitely kill someone, you know, their artery or nicking one of their arteries, but anyways, So she started yelling at Candace, and Candace is like, out, trying to get at her or whatever, and, they end up going their separate ways, and Ashley goes outside to talk to Deborah, and Deborah's like, "Yeah, they were talking about me, and I'm just trying to figure out what they were saying, and are asking Candace to say it to my face, and all this stuff." Give me 1 second, I gotta blow my nose. Okay, thank you, thank you. So, you know what? I'm so damn sick, I forgot to use my stuff. But anyways, so I guess, Ashley goes outside and talks to Deborah and asks her, like, "What's going on? Did you, uh why did you go over there and start that fight or whatever? Like, what happened?" Right? And so Deborah's like, "Oh, I just wanted to see what they were saying because, they were talking ish, and I wanted them to say it to my face. I wanted them to say it to my face." And, Ashley's like, so I guess Deborah was like, Deborah said, "Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch." Okay, so I'm just like, did you think did you think that it was going to look good on Ashley or yourself by throwing a piece of glass at someone? Um, did you think it was gonna come off in your favor, Deborah? Like, I'm just wondering. Did you think that through? I don't think you did. That's just my opinion. But anyways, so after the event, the ladies meet up at Mia's event, right? Which I'm gonna say it was the pictures, a few of them was garbage. I think it was Giselle who pointed out the fact that Mia didn't look nothing like Pam Grier. Like, if we were to do a side by side picture of all the ladies and who they were supposed to idolize, um, Mia was the least to resemble her celebrity, and I feel like she did that. She said, "Oh, these are not the final images, but none of your images is going to reflect Pam Grier. Like, you could have been someone totally different. I don't know who you could have been, but it was like you could have been someone else. Like, oh, the I forgot the SUV SUV SVU officer on Law and Order. Her mother, she could have idolized her. Since she has the big boobs and stuff, she coulda did Marilyn Monroe, she coulda did anything, and it wasn't like, and I don't know if it's like a black thing, like, it has to be a black person, but I'm pretty sure there's so many other celebrities out there that she could've depicted. I'm trying to think of celebrities at that time. I forgot there was this, like, one famous dancer, you know, um I can't think of her name. I think it starts with an F, but, Moving on. I think Candace was supposed to be who was Candace supposed to be? I forgot. Was it Diana Ross? I don't remember. I don't remember what the ladies was supposed to, but let me tell you something. Candace could have been Gladys Knight, 'cause she resembles Gladys Knight, and I think if they ever do a documentary, they should let Candace be Gladys Knight. Um, let me see, Robin as Mariah Carey, I was like, "That's acceptable," you know? We know Mariah for having, like, jewelry and fur, right? I think that's the only thing that they missed, but, of course, with the hair over the eye, it kinda, it was acceptable, like I said. I think Giselle was supposed to be at Beyonce, right? Um, which was kinda pandering for me because yeah, I'm like, if you're gonna that's why I said that, okay. So I'm like, if you were going to allow Giselle to be Beyonce, which I don't think Beyonce is iconic the way that Pam Grier, like Diana Ross or I forgot the other woman who they depicted. Lena Horne. All these women, they're not in the same category. Beyonce's not in the same category as those ladies. Okay, if we're being honest with ourselves, right? But um Giselle did give Beyonce, she don't know how to dance, but she did give Beyonce as far as appearance. Um Karen, I don't think she gave Lena Horne. I didn't like it. Uh who else is it? Wendy. Wendy was supposed to be someone. I can't think who she was supposed to be. Oh my goodness. And then on top of that, I'm trying to think of who she could have been. But I'm so stopped up, mm, just all over the place. But anyways, I just didn't agree with the celebrities that had me like that. I think she just did this just to put something together. That's like that's how you could tell Mia is not she's not what's the word I'm looking for? She's not an original type of creator, right? She got this idea from this dude who said, "I want to do a magazine with all the ladies in it," right? And I just need, and then she really wanted to do the magazine. Excuse me, she really wanted to do the magazine by herself, but he was not willing to do it. And it's just my opinion. I don't know for sure, but this is how it came off when she offered or brought the offer to the ladies. Is that she was going to do it by herself, but he was like, "No, I have to have all the ladies." And so they was like, "Okay, cool, we'll do it," right? And so, I think Wendy would have been better as Pam Grier. That's one, you know, but she has the complexion for the celebrity. And I'm actually trying to think of an African, celebrity at that time. I really can't think of any. I really can't think of any right now off the top of my head. Um But I don't wanna stay on that too long. I think and it's not really important, but anyway, so I think Mia coulda did better, a better job at selecting celebrities that actually resemble the ladies, because remember, like, especially when, it comes off as well, you give a visual idea to a producer or writer, right? And that could lead to job opportunities for the ladies if we're thinking outside of the box and not just let me do a scene to get a check for this platform, right? You want to expand outside of the franchise. And if that's your goal, hopefully you will be lending a hand to the ladies, right? And they will be in your debt for a lifetime, most likely, but people are so selfish and self-centered that they don't think about the bigger picture, right? I'm just gonna move on because 'cause I'm staying on it too long. Now, at the event, the ladies confront Ashley about her friend. They said, "Ashley, you brought that whew, to be messy, and we don't like that crap. What do you have to say for yourself?" Ashley said some bull crap. Ashley said some bull crap that I just dislike. Did I say that right? Dislike, okay? Yep, I put a T in there. Dislike. I don't give a damn, okay? So, Ashley gonna say she gonna say, if Candace can dish it, she can take it. She better be ready to nut if you but Ashley said, "If you gonna sit up there and talk crap, you do this."
Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch.
I'm like legitimately saying, no, no, ma'am, that ain't how it works. You're not gonna sit up here and play with my intelligence and tell me that you think it was acceptable for your friend to attack this grown woman because she turned her back on her and told her she don't deal with the peasants. I mean, she don't. Yeah, Karen dropped into my spirit. Okay, where you at, Karen?
Walk behind me, my peasant. 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 Walk behind me, my peasant.
Karen jumped into my spirit with that one. Okay, she said I don't talk to the help. Okay. And you got upset about that? That sounds like some internal issues that you need to work through, okay, boo boo? You need to
It's no
work through
crown.
them because you're
This is
out
a
here
drowning.
looking like a straight clown.
How you like me now? This is no crown. This is a drowning. How you like me now? This is no crown. This is a drowning. How you like me now? This is no crown. This is a drowning.
All that extra stuff. You know, if Candace was talking mess about her, she could have just simply responded with one of these, okay? When I was in middle school, elementary, if people was talking about me, I we used to do the whole WWE move. Suck it. Suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it. But you out here throwing glass at people's forehead, injuring their body, about to sit up there and catch a case. If I was Kay, I would definitely press charges, but, let me stay focused. The fact that Ashley really presented her position as it was she tried to say she doesn't agree with what her friend did, but which means everything before that doesn't matter. Um, Candace shouldn't be talking mess about people and not being ready to fight. That is not how society works, or it should not works like that. It should not work like that because people have set a standard that if you talk about me, if you say anything about me, then I have every right to attack you, whether it's deadly or physically, right? And I'm like, "No, I'm all about equal force, okay? If I talk about you, you could talk about me, okay? But what you don't get to do is attack me." People have this, especially back in the day, they this, this thing where you look at them and you can be zoned out, right? But just looking in their direction. If you look at them, they'll be like, "What the you looking at? What you looking at? What you wanna do?" Right? It's just crazy how people's mind is set up to think it's acceptable to attack someone in response to words, looks, or comments, or whatever it is. And I said words twice, right? I said words twice. My bad, my bad. But but besides that, okay, besides that, I think we need to be able to communicate, learn how to deal with our emotions versus being overly emotional and having temper tantrums because children kick and scream when things are done to them that they don't like. Okay? I'll say that again for the people in the back. Children kick and scream when things are done to them that they don't like. And as grown people, we should not be we should not be having temper tantrums because of words or looks. Okay? We should be able to dismiss those things and still hold our head up high. Yes, these things may cause some form of insecurity or doubt in ourselves, but you can always rebuild that up, right? You know? But anyway, so I was kind of confused when Ashley was explaining her position as to her friend, and she said it was basically unacceptable for her friend. No, no, no. What she said was Ashley should have been ready to fight when she talked all that about her friend, but she had to remove herself from her friend because her friend decided to double down on what she did to Kay. And I'm just wondering if you did it to Candace, you would have been okay with it. Is that what I'm hearing? Because when they had the round table, right? When they had the round table on Ashley, Wendy said, "I feel like you brought your friend to be messy, and it wasn't necessary." And then Ashley was like, "I know it came off like that, but you know, me and her have been friends for a long time, blah 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 blah, right?" And then Karen jumps in and says, "You should never, you should never create an environment to where someone in our group could get, I was gonna say friend group, but in our group could possibly be injured. You know that this girl doesn't like Candace or whatever." Oh, I did want to point out something that the ladies was talking about before they came to Ashley, and I wish they would have said something right then and there. Is that they said that Sesame Street with Deborah was talking to Ashley prior to confronting Candace. They was like, they said, "Oh yeah, they, excuse me, Sesame Street with Deborah whispered in Ashley's ear and then came over to Candace." So I'm like, what did she say to you, Ashley? And how come you didn't uh um escort your friend to, the powder room. You know what they mean by the powder room? And then outside, get some drink, go dance. Did you have music? Like something that'll distract her from the BS, right? But instead, to me, it was like Ashley knew what she was doing. She allowed it to happen and then acted like a straight, light skinned, more on her daddy's side type of woman. Okay. That's what she did. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. What is going on here? Did you really? Did you really? Did you attack her? Why? What happened? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She didn't even check on Candace. That's the messed up part. She didn't even check on Candace to make sure she was okay. She just was, oh God, oh my God. No, but Candace shouldn't have been talking about her. She shouldn't have did that, okay? If she wasn't ready to suck if you buck, she should not have talked about her. I said, "Girl, if you don't get out of my face with that." The thing is, when Ashley was explaining that to Sharice, and I forgot who else was standing there, but Sharice was just accepting it, like, "Yeah, you're right. If Candace gonna talk mess, then she should be ready to fight." No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not how that doesn't equate to physical attack. Talking mess does not equate to physical attack. So I'm gonna have to disagree on that. And I wish people would start holding other people accountable. I'm not gonna argue with you, but I'm definitely gonna hold you accountable, okay, boo boo? Over here, we hold women accountable. I was gonna say the female dogs, but we hold women accountable over here. So I wish Ashley would go away. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want Ashley to be on the show because it creates a toxic environment. I understand the audience want, you know, mess. They want drama, but there's a type of way of bringing it. I don't want to see any altercation besides this one. This was a good fight. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, motherfucker, nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. Yeah, motherfucker, nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. Yeah, motherfucker, nah, bitch. Nah, bitch.
If you're not gonna show no fights like that, I really don't want to see it. Okay, all that arguing and being petty and stuff. And how the hell is the producers gonna let the ladies tell them when to shut the cameras down? No, sir. Okay, because unless we go at home, unless the party is over with, we gonna film until we can't film no more. Okay, and that's why we missed the damn situation. That's why we ain't got no evidence to see who started what and who did what. That's a problem for me. We pay y'all by our views to keep the cameras rolling, okay? So we can catch every bit of it. I think I want my percentage of of my cable service back for that bull crap, okay? But anyways, I don't think I have anything else. I don't think I have anything else. I can't remember. Oh, you know what? I was about to forget. That's why I kind of wanted to start off with her. But let me just say this real quick so I can go. Mia Thornton and Gordon, which his last name is Thornton as well, getting a divorce or got a divorce, whatever the case may be. And then the whole mess came out. First of all, Mia, hold on, let me blow my nose, my bad. Mia, we could have watched that throughout the season. I don't know why you wouldn't have used that as your storyline. I mean, it was like a teaser. You gave us like a little teaser that you and Gordon was gonna get a divorce or whatever during your little therapy session. But no, all this information that came out at the end, basically 30 minutes of your show by yourself, which was not worth it. You trying to sit up there and gaslight us and Gordon by telling us, like, Gordon did something to you when actuality, you were the one cheating on this man and claimed or insinuated that his babies that look identical to him, all in the face, all in the eyes, right? Eyebrows and everything, looks just like him, that baby is not his, another man's. That right there is some BS. That right there can cause bodily injury, deadly injury, and I don't think it's acceptable for people like that. Is because women hold the baby. I don't think it's acceptable for women to be sitting up there playing with men's emotions like that. And and even if because I don't think after watching it, I hope that that other man has some type of esteem in himself that he will not stay with a woman who will lie to him. She said he currently thinks that that baby is his, right? And once he finds out that it's not his, I know Mia is going to try to stay with Gordon, and I hope Gordon has some type of esteem in himself that he lets that heifer go in the wind, okay? Let her wither in the wind. She thought she was big bad stuff, and I'm not doubtful that Mia may find another dude, but I don't think it's gonna be a dude like Gordon who basically what do you call it? Showered her with love and luxury, right? And I think it's only gonna get worse for Mia because of the type of person she is. She's kinda toxic, and I don't to me and I'm not trying to be mean, right? I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but I don't see anything good coming out of this situation with Mia. I don't see any good coming out of Mia, period. I kinda think Mia is this is my opinion, it's factual. I think Mia may be an alcoholic and a drug addict, you know, because she said she was popping pills and drinking at the same time. So, I don't think she has changed from her past yet. I think she's probably still dabbling in some stuff because for her to think that it's acceptable to carry herself like this or just I don't know. I don't know. But oops, my bad. I just don't think that Mia thought this through when she put it on camera that another man is her believes that he's the father of her child. When she knows for sure that Gordon is the father, we all see that. We all see it. So I hope that I hope that things work out for the best for Gordon. I'm gonna just be real with you, cause Gordon was up in that kitchen like, dog. He was up in there mad, like, nah, you're not gonna sit up there and create no narrative against me, trying to depict me as some type of abuser. That's what you're not gonna do. If you gonna tell it, you better tell it right. Okay? I was kind of confused though. Gordon said that she been him for the last 10 years, but then he said she just told him 2 days prior to filming that scene that Mia was sleeping with that man. And I'm like, and I agree with Gordon too that the fact that you were bringing my children around another man, making him believe that they're his kids or whatever, that is a problem for me. You lost all trust from me. I couldn't have nobody around me like that because that gives, I die from natural causes all of a sudden, and you end up taking over my everything, all my money and everything, my property, you know. No, boo, that's a diabolical person. But that's the type of people Bravo like to have around. They like to have, glass throwers, lying about baby daddies, and con artists, embezzlers, racketeering type of people. That's what I think Bravo likes to have around. That's just my opinion. You ain't got to agree. You ain't got to agree. But anyways, that's my opinion about I was gonna say about Bravo, about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Give me your opinion on what you think the video, or excuse me, the episode was about. Do you think Ashley was correct in the fact that Candace should have been ready to nuck if you buck? She should have been ready to what? Would you say? Would you say, Toya? Or should sorry, she should have been ready to nuck if she buck, or should um Sesame Street with Deborah should have been able to process her emotions and been unbothered by comments being made by somebody who's irrelevant in her life. Do you think Mia it was acceptable for Mia to bring her children around a man that she's sleeping around with that's not Gordon? And do you think women like Mia who lie about uh, a man father and their children should have any place on a popular platform like that to continue their lives or to continue to finance their lives? Let me know you guys' comment. I would like to hear his opinion. Oh, the last thing. Do you think that people should be held accountable? Like friends should call out other people on BS? And I guess it shouldn't happen, in public. And I would say that's acceptable for individuals like you and I, but on a platform like this, and we have to have the cameras on, I definitely want to see you hold this person accountable. But that's just my opinion. Let me know you guys' opinion. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking this hour out of your day to review my commentary on The Real Housewives of Potomac. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back at some other time. All right. Bye.